Residuals, waking up without you starting to feel like home. I'm crying myself being alone. You left me in the cold, took a flight back east. Posted a bunch of inspiring quotes. Is it safe where you are? Warm in your room. Is it fucked up that I still care for you? Like a rocket in outer space and it played on my insecurities. Baby, you lucky I'm not the same Leo that I used to be. Ooh, my voice is hoarse. My voice been hoarse for like 2 weeks. I can't even hit my high notes. Who's getting all my love? Janelle, peace and welcome. We got an early bird special today. Shout out to Max, because Max the one who sent me this video. AP, what's up with you, good brother? Give me a second. My voice is hoarse, man. I'm yelling at these goddamn kids. I can't even hit my high notes. I know I Remy be hitting them high notes. I can't even hit it today, man. Can't even do it. But yeah, I'm glad Max sent me this video. Rango is live right now, victim blaming and shaming Cassie. Mr. Switchy, he is live right now, victim blaming and shaming Cassie. Who that, Nico? I mean, Nika, that you? Oh, all right. Yeah, the shit that she had to endure. I'm not gonna lie. She was texting that nigga saying, I can't wait to have a freak off. But you got to think about Stockholm Syndrome. That does come into play. And you would a fucking billionaire. You're gonna say what you gotta say to keep that nigga satisfied. That's what I'm saying. She was groomed. That's what that is. You're gonna say what you gotta say to keep that nigga satisfied. But once he start making her save the nut, and he in the he in the he in the other room rubbing nut on his nipples, talking about some, oh yeah, this nigga, this nigga. Yo, that was information that they could have kept to themselves. I swear, yo, they could have kept that to themselves. Yeah, I would have been cool without that information. He and he and the other, yes, he made her save the cum from the escorts so he can rub it on his chest and his nipples. He said groom was a reach. She's a grown when they met. That is true, but but money can come into play. Think about it. She was a billionaire. She broke from Pittsburgh. I forgot she was from PA. Oh, she was something on fire. But she went from Ryan Leslie to billionaire status. Uh, yeah, he's tripping. But $1 billion can make a lot of people change their mind about certain things. She from Connecticut? No, that's why Wiz Khalifa had her in his video because they from both from. I pull up. I could have sworn she was from PA. Hold on, let's Google that. I could be wrong. Where is the singer Cassie from? New London, Connecticut. That is like right next to it. No, no. New York. It's kind of the same. No. because New York is right next to Connecticut. But what's the name is at the bottom because we used to travel to Connecticut all the time to watch my cousin play college basketball. So it's kind of in between. But you're right though. She's from New London, Connecticut. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he always gonna go against the grain. Nick, what's up with you, sis? Yeah, he always gonna go against the grain. Make sure you're hitting that like button that y'all come in. He's always gonna go against the grain. But back to what I was saying. Uh, $1 billion can make a lot of people change their mind about their morals. A billion. I'm just saying. $1 billion can make you do a lot of shit that you wouldn't normally do, like save some cum so your boyfriend can rub it on his nipples. Those are one of those things. I don't know about all that for me, man. $1 billion ain't worth that. But everybody says that until that $1 billion is sitting in front of your face. Like people say they won't do a lot of things for money until that money is sitting in front of their face. Oh yeah, we know. We know. We know. We know. Rock be in here trying to kill everybody. And we had Rock trying to kill the whole fucking America. But a lot of people say that though, Neat. I know you ain't that type of person, but I'm talking about people in general. A lot of people say they won't do certain things or they can't be bought or they don't have a price until that price is sitting in front of their face. Come in. Come in. You can't open the door. You gotta open the door and come in. It's open. Turn the knob. You still can't open the door. You gotta turn it. Oh God, this little girl. When you want to get out that damn room upstairs, you know how to turn the damn knob. Hold on. Don't laugh at my Dragon Ball Z pajamas. The door was open. I know. Busted. Don't be laughing at my Dragon Ball Z pajamas. I just opened it. I woke up. I was on watching Facebook and YouTube shorts, and fucking Max texted me. Ro texted me. Let's see if Ro can come up here. Hey, he said I gotta charge up my phone. All right. Okay. Well, when you're ready, just let me know. Imagine her husband had. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm sorry if I was her husband. I'd have been cut. As soon as he said, wipe the cum on her chest, pissed in her mouth. Excuse me, sir, you got any gum, Listerine, or alcohol, rubbing alcohol, so I can just switch it around in my mouth? Hold on, 1 second, 1 second. All right, yeah, Jim. Yeah, how you doing today? You remember those divorce papers I was talking about? Yeah, get those ready. Matter of fact, bring them in the courtroom right now. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't have phones in here. Hello, Jim. Shh, I don't care if we can't have court. This bitch got. Yeah. Shh. 1 second, 1 second. Yeah, bring those divorce papers in the courtroom now. I'm sorry, bro. I know she's been through a lot, but and then another thing that comes into question. She FaceTimes her husband while Diddy was. Oh, he's a simp. Another thing that comes into question is she's willing to do all of those things. Is she a suitable parent? I'm not saying she is or she isn't. I'm asking a question. So don't take it wrong. Yeah, he's a certified simp. He got me fucked up. I ain't kissing her ever again. All right, so let's see what Rango is saying. I just heard like 2 seconds of it and hurry up and text Mac back, text Max back. I'll be live in 10. Hit the chat up. I'll be live in 10 and start setting up the live and came over here. So I ain't really watched none of it. We're going to take it back to the beginning. Um, we've been live for about 40 minutes. Her kids have to hear all this bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Is she a suitable parent? You were willing to do all of these things. But but when you think about it too, then again, what does her sexual life have to do with her parenting? Integrity is what I mean. Oh my God, Desiree! All right, let's see what Ringo talking about. I didn't even know this chair can get lower. I'm sitting all high on my other lives. I can just lower it. I didn't even know kids in here messing with this shit. I didn't know how to lower it. They figured it out though. All right. Ooh, he looks stressed. I ain't gonna lie. Ever since that fallout with New Breed, he been looking real stressed. Gray hairs are showing. He look like Diddy in court right now. Ever since that, he said, "Let's keep it real." Cassie was loving them drugs, and she was loving the sex. We've all been 19 before. Got a good point there. I think she was loving it at first until he started bringing in the escorts, and then all the other shit came into play. That's when she. That's when it became what it is today. I think, yeah, I think you're right. And at some point, to a certain extent, Mr. Switchy. Yeah, Mr. Switchy. I think that in the beginning, she was loving the money, the lifestyle, the drugs, the sex, but then other shit started coming into play. The controlling narcissism, the weird shit, and the escorts, and then the shit that he, like all that other shit started coming into play, and that's when she said, "Whoa, nigga." But you in Hollywood, what the fuck? They call it Holly weird. Million rich people they don't have common sense. They don't live in the real world. Rich people don't live in the real world. T-Bone says, "I don't feel bad for Cassie. It seems like these folks gain all this money and get crazy sexually. Yeah, they don't live in the real world. But that's what I'm saying. Uh, Darrell Doom, I think I said that right. I think I said that right. If I didn't, I apologize. But yeah, they don't live in the real world. They don't live in society. They have their own little world. When you become rich, you create your own little bubble where you got everybody kissing your ass. You get away with shit that normal people can't get away with. You can do shit that normal people can't do, and everybody's going to do what you want because they want a piece of the money. So they don't live in the real world. Well, let's hear what Rango got to say.
A lot of people, right, on social media.
Put this goofball up full max. Hold on, let's put this goofball up full max.
they're fake when it comes to this case.
uh,
Number one, Cassie is not no
right.
victim.
Huh?
She finessed everybody.
Huh?
I'm gonna put you on game, let you know exactly what's going down, especially to you viewers out there.
What you mean the way that you finesse New Breed and his wife? You mean like that type of finesse? Because you know all about finesse. You are the king of finesse. What's the dude name? Ninja Vanish, captain of the Foot Clan, Captain Feety Feet. Call that nigga Captain Feety Feet.
That aren't using your brain, I'm gonna show you the finesse.
I think she is, but she isn't. I'm on the
Everybody's
fence.
getting paid off the Diddy case.
It's time to throw that hat away, though,
The
bro.
news media, the content creators,
I'm gonna let it play. I don't mean to keep stopping it. I apologize, but Rango, I just want to tell you this: it's time to throw that hat away. When the shit start getting bent up right there in front, not the brim, that little area in the front where the design is, the name tag or whatever the fuck it's called. When that shit start getting bent, it's time to throw that shit away, bro. It's time to throw that hat away, and it look tight in a motherfucker. That hat look tight like a toiga.
the newspapers, the
Don't
talk
he?
shows, everybody's getting a bag.
And you about to get one now.
Cassie got 20
Doing
million.
the same shit. 30 million.
Then she got another 10 million from the hotel. The case with her and Diddy, it was already settled. So what exactly are we talking about?
I know his neighbors looking out the window like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? I'd have called the cops on him.
You got YouTubers.
I would have called the cops on this nigga. Why is this nigga sitting out in the lawn talking to the goddamn phone? I'd have called the cops on him, but he's a prime example that you get the things material things don't always make you happy, because ever since he got that house, he looks miserable. All right, we'll let it play.
Who are siding with Cassie,
Schmitty.
not because Cassie's a victim, but because that's how you get money on YouTube.
No.
I'm letting the cat out the bag, y'all. I don't care. I'm trying to show you how to
He's
hustle.
victim shaming Cassie.
Content creators realize in order to pay the bills, you got to go with where the water's flowing. See, if the water's flowing this way and you're swimming this way, you're able to go with the tide. If you're going against the tide, it's going to be an uphill battle. On my platform, I normally go against the grain.
Yeah, we know.
That's why I'm always going through an uphill battle when it comes to speaking truth.
Truth.
What most of these creators do is they go,
Bro, I haven't heard you tell the truth since you got into that shit with New Breed, bro.
wherever the wind go, wherever the water flow, even though they know that this woman is a fraud. Number one,
fraud?
I thought they told us that men and women are equal.
Schmitty, I know you had dreads.
If they are, please explain to me how this woman was with this animal for 10 years.
So you got $1 million?
Please explain to me how a woman would denigrate herself, destroy her value, open her mouth and make some other man urinate in her mouth, and you telling me that Diddy took advantage of her?
He blew up a car, nigga. Are you forgetting that part? He wasn't just holding her. He was blowing shit up, huh? I mean, like I said, I'm on the fence. She is a victim, and I think she is, but she is. Like, I'm kind of reserving my judgment until all of the details come out. But you the only reason why you side with Diddy is because nigga, you that same type of person, nigga. You got your wife and daughters probably locked in the basement right now, butt naked like the Django wife, chained to the fucking floor. I wouldn't be surprised. We've seen how you treat your wife, and it's no different than Cassie and Diddy. It's the only difference is you ain't got Diddy money to do the shit that he was doing. I see no difference in Diddy. You like weird shit too. You like feet, nigga. Captain Feety Feet. That's what we gonna call you, Captain Feety Feet. You like weird shit too. That's the only reason why you see nothing wrong with any of this.
This doesn't make any sense, man. See,
No
at first,
compassion. Savannah,
when I'm
what's
looking
up?
at this case and you going along with public opinion, you could say Diddy's a monster.
You gotta think about it. He telling if he told if Diddy, yeah, dude is a pervert. If Diddy told what's the dude named Little Rod that look, I shot the chick in the club in the face and I got away with it. You think I won't do it to you? What, thingy bud? Who you want? Who you want? If he told her that and we believe that he unalived all these other people, imagine what he was telling Cassie. There's no think about it. She ain't got no money. There's nowhere to run when she did try to run to with somebody that got money. He blew his car up. Yeah, Darrell, that's what we gonna call him, Captain Feety Feet. But you gotta think about it though. If he told Little Rod, I shot the chick in the face. I got away with it. I killed your mother. I unalive you. You saw what I did to the chick in the club. You think it won't happen to you? Imagine if he just told that to Little Rod to get that ass. Imagine what he was telling his actual girlfriend of 10 years. And then we find out that he beat Drake up because Drake signed her. It wasn't over that 0 to 100 beat. We just finding that out. And she was fucking with Michael B. Jordan when they split. And apparently Diddy tried to unalive him too. Imagine what he was telling her. You ain't think about it. You ain't got no money. This man has all the money and all the power in the world. That's all I'm saying. You ain't got no money, nowhere to go. He could have told that woman, look, I'm going to unalive your parents. I'm going to unalive everybody that you love. He blowing up cars. Y'all got to think about that aspect too. But then again, shit, I don't give a fuck. You got to kill everybody. I'm getting the fuck away from you. You got to kill everybody. I'm getting away. You got to do what you got to do, partner. I'm not. And then you saw when she tried to leave the hotel. Look what he did to her. He beat the brakes off of that woman. That's why I be telling ladies like, you lucky when y'all got men that when y'all be getting smart. Like I'm not that because I hate when niggas do that to black women. They be like, oh y'all mouths and I can't stand that shit. But on the other hand, when you got a nigga that can control himself, you should be appreciative of that because you could get a Diddy that ain't afraid to whoop your ass. That's all I'm saying. Be appreciative of that nigga that'll walk away. Because there's a lot of niggas out there that don't mind putting their hands on women. I mean, hit her. It's one thing to throw her to the ground, maybe slap her. He cocked it, hit the back of his heel, almost hit the back of his head when he cocked that leg back to kick her. He almost kicked himself in the back of the head. He cocked that leg back so far. So, she did try to run twice that we know of, that I know of. And one time she blew up a nigga car. He blew up a nigga car. Second time, he beat the shit out of her publicly. So, that's all I'm saying.
But exactly what makes him a monster? Let's use logic, guys.
What
Because a
makes
lot
him
of
a
y'all
monster?
been dumbed down by social media. I'm the
What
only
makes
one that's speaking truth.
Huh? So
If this
whooping
is
her
supposed to be
ass
the
in the
Diddy
hotel.
trial,
Hold on. I'm gonna let it play. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got so the video that you saw of him beating the living hell out of her in a hotel hallway, not the room, the hallway. That didn't let you know he's a monster. Oh yeah, Rango White. Blink 3 times if you need help. That's all I'm saying.
why we're not focusing on the crimes that Diddy committed?
It's about that paper.
If Cassie was abused by Diddy, why the male stripper who urinated in her mouth is not on trial for DV? Why he's not on trial for grape? Because if it was
Why?
against her will,
Why?
shouldn't he be charged?
How would he know that he's just hired to do a job? He's not part of the conversation that they're having when she's telling them I'm not comfortable with this shit. Did you hear Cassie tell the man, the escort, that she was uncomfortable? I didn't hear that one time. I've been listening. I've been following the case. I didn't hear not once hear her tell the escort that she was uncomfortable with it. I mean, she had plenty of times. She said Diddy would be in the other room. So she had plenty of time to tell this nigga, nah, I'm not down with that. So why would he be on trial? Now, see, this is where you're moving the goalposts and you're trying to put the blame on someone else. He was just hired to do a job. Hell of a job. I'll tell you that.
But let's keep the focus on Diddy.
Yeah. He the one who hired.
A man urinates in her mouth. This woman said that she was topping off all the male strippers to the point where she had sores in her mouth. But yet none of those guys are on trial.
Why would they be on trial?
If I tied a woman up in the crib, violated her sexually, calls my mans and them over,
Oh, I'm pretty sure your wife tied up in the basement right now, butt ass naked, chained to the floor like the Django wife. I cannot express that right now. I'm in enough. I'm pretty sure your wife tied up right the fuck now.
and they all take turns running trains. Should it be
Hi.
just me on trial?
Yes.
Or should my people be with me?
Yes. No. It should just be on you on trial because you're the one that she told she was uncomfortable with it. She didn't tell the strippers that. As far as they know, they're doing a job.
See, y'all not paying attention. What's going on with the Diddy case is a humiliation ritual to take down another black man. They're trying to take down Chris Brown. They took down Tory Lanez. They took down R. Kelly. They took down Bill Cosby. They tried to take down what's this other guy that was with that record label? Forgot his name. Def Jam. What's the guy? Russell Simmons. I think it's Russell Simmons. Try to take down him. You have countless rappers that are literally going to prison. Countless entertainers getting caught up. What's really going on, people?
These niggas is some nasty ass niggas. That's what's going on. They some nasty ass niggas. I knew Russell some like this to Russell Simmons. I'm an entrepreneur and philanthropist. It's a lot of in his words. Any niggas that talk like this, I don't trust them. Any nigga that talk like this, I do not trust them. He talk with his tongue too much. Nigga talk like he got a swollen tongue.
Yeah, Michael Jackson. What's really going on?
Mike own the rights to everybody's shit. That's different.
And you know what they're going to accuse me of? They're going to say, oh, you defending Diddy.
You are.
That's how social media is set up, man.
Bro, you know that you're defending Diddy because you said it. You're acknowledging it. You just try to place the blame on the strippers and the escorts. That's not defending Diddy. You literally just try to place the blame on the escorts.
Cassie is no victim, y'all. Cassie's a 304. Cassie has always been a freak.
Right, Nico.
And everybody got played. She finessed everybody, y'all.
Like you telling you straight now.
She finessed Diddy, and she finessed the hotel, and she playing a victim. Who brings a pregnant woman in a courtroom to talk about a case?
A smart prosecutor.
She about to pop that belly. Shouldn't we be focusing on the crimes Diddy committed? What did he really do? What's the crime?
He whooped her ass, blew up a car, held her hostage.
What's the crime, people? Could anybody tell me what's the crime? What did he really do?
Domestic abuse, attempted murder, kidnapping. That's 3 off the top of the head, off the back. I got just off the top of my head.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen.
Only a freak ball ass nigga would see nothing wrong with what Diddy did.
You ready for this? Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready for this.
Make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in, family.
Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready for this. How many of you ever been to a strip club? Put a 2.
Oh, I've been
to a strip club? Put a 2 in the chat.
Yeah, I've been to the shaky butt before. What that got to do with it? Oh shit.
Okay, so if you was at a strip club, you had the women swinging on poles, women topping dudes off, lap dances, all sorts of freaky stuff. So that was a freak off. So if the truth be told, we were all at the freak off parties.
What?
If the truth be,
ain't nobody getting no yik yucks and getting pissed on in the strip club. What fucking strip club did you go to? Some strip clubs you can't even touch them. A lot of strip clubs you can. What fucking strip club were you going to? You ain't going to no strip club. You was going to a swinger party. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? What strip club did you go to where niggas is getting pissed on? Women is giving yik yucks. I mean, there are some strip clubs where you got enough paper, you can take a chick to the back, get a little something. But most of them, you can't even touch the women. You gotta keep your hands like this. Hey, Chris, what strip club was he going to? Where niggas is getting pissed on? Where women is getting pissed on and giving out yik yucks? And where is this strip club at? I mean, I heard Magic City get a little wild, but I ain't never heard no shit like that. Yeah, he's the Lulu. Make sure I hit that like button, family. Hold on, let me check these lights.
be told we were all in the club getting drunk. We was at the strip joint. We were slapping women asses. We were getting lit. We were in the club. All of us been there, right? So we was at our own personal freak-offs.
No, we wasn't.
Some of us,
we
got
club.
shorties at the club, took them to the telly.
Come on,
blew
7
they
likes,
back out in
family,
the
get
car.
those likes up.
Whatever the case is. We all did that.
8 likes, come on, family, get those likes up. We gotta get this video out because this nigga is victim blaming. He's delusional and he's another creep. You're another creep, bro. The fuck are you talking about? What does that have to do with any of the things that Diddy did? There's a strip club got to do with a freak off. Strip club is just people dancing naked. There's no penetration. There's no urination. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. There's no yups being given unless you got enough money. In certain clubs, there's none of that. What strip club was you going to? Can I get the address? Like, I'm fucking with you.
Please explain this to me. When has it become illegal to have a party?
It's not. It's illegal to be.
What's the criminal offense?
Okay. What about the picture of those 16-year-old girls that was at that party? That he got they got pictures of. Wait, what's going on? What happened? Oh, was she chasing you? She chasing you? My daughter was crazy. She was chasing my wife out the crib. My big mom out the crib. Crying. Hold on, let me fit the door. My daughter having a fit. God, them girls not that serious. My apologies, y'all. Y'all know I got kids. But what I was saying is, it's not illegal to have a party, but it's illegal to have underage women in there that you're having relations with. It's illegal to be forcing escorts on someone. It's illegal to do majority 90% of the shit that was going on in the. It's not illegal to have the party. It's what's going on in the party that was illegal.
Again, use your brain, people. This woman, Cassie, was sleeping around with her so-called man that she with right now while she was still with Diddy. Not only that, she was messing around with some other cat while she was still with Diddy. This woman been 304 and around the block, y'all. Y'all got played.
What that got to do with what Diddy was doing to her, bro? You're moving the goalposts. It's not even in the stadium anymore. You didn't move the goalposts. You know how most stadiums, sports team stadiums, are next to each other. Like the Phillies field is right next to the Eagles stadium. He didn't move the goalposts over to the baseball field.
Y'all got played, dog. And I'm the only content creator that keep it official. So all you content creators that's caping for Cassie, you a sucker. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you straight, you know who you are. You a straight sucker. Because you know exactly what the truth is.
Look at how he's saying this shit. Look, he's really upset because you know you're that type of. Look how upset he's getting. I'm sorry I keep pausing this shit, but you gotta. If I'm gonna be doing a clean, honest reaction, I have to give my opinion on what he's saying. So my apologies for pausing so much, but look at the passion and the anger in his voice when he says you a sucker. The only reason why you feel that way is because you're that type of person. You feel like you're on trial too. That's why you look at the passion.
A straight sucker.
Look at it.
And I'm telling you straight, and you know who
Look at his
you are.
eyes. Look at his eyes.
You a straight sucker because you know exactly what the truth is. The only reason why you siding with Cassie is for that check. That's the only reason why.
Well, I ain't getting paid off this video. I don't get that much off of YouTube. I get $100, $200 tops. I don't get that much off of it. So what now? You are upset because yes.
You do the dishes and don't say no. If you do more.
Oh, that's how you feel?
Yeah, but if you don't do it, you can't do it. You're not
All right. God, I do this. What's the name, man? Somebody said this to me in my last live when he said Dick would bring me in trouble because he didn't do the dishes. Now I'm in trouble because I got to do the dishes. Who jinxed me? Which one of you motherfuckers said that in the last live stream? Which one of you motherfuckers said that in the last live stream? Bring me in trouble because he ain't getting no dishes. I ain't doing the dishes. No, I don't know. As my stream does live stream, I get it. Man, y'all niggas always getting somebody in trouble. Who jinxed me? Which one of you motherfuckers jinxed me? I'm gonna cut this out and make that a short too. That's funny. But the only reason why you're upset is because you see yourself in Diddy, and you feel like you're on trial. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. He sees himself in Diddy. Look at the passion in his voice. Look at him. Look at his face. You a sucker. You a sucker. All you niggas out there that's defending Cassie, you a sucker. And you know why? Because you trying to get that bag. He feels like Diddy. He sees himself in Diddy.
Shut up, pussy. Shut your punk ass up.
Shut your punk ass up. Captain Feety Feet. Captain Beat Feet. Oh my God, man. Captain Beat Feet. Shut up. How is she a 304 when she decides to move the fuck on? And what does her seeing other men have to do with that? Diddy was seeing other women. You think Diddy wasn't fucking other women? I mean, it is kind of different. I heard this analogy that I agree with when it comes to women trying to do the same thing as men by sleeping around and, being a free spirit when it comes to sex. He said, if I have a cup of water, right? No. Say I have a cup of water, right? Hold on. I'm trying to think out how to put this. If I have a cup of water, right? And I say the vagina is the water, and my straw is the penis. I dip the straw in it, right? In the water. I can always rinse the water off. I can always rinse the straw off. But if somebody dips their finger in the cup of water, I don't want that water no more. He said it went something like that. I don't know. I'm probably fucking it up, but you get what I mean. I can dip the stick in there, and I can rinse the stick off. But if somebody dip their finger in my water, I don't want the water no more. It went something like that. But Cassie is a volunteer victim. Hold on. Let me read what you. Emotional balance, Coach C. Peace and welcome to the channel. All voices are heard and all opinions are heard here. I think that's how it went. It went something like that. But Cassie is a volunteer victim. I'm confused at how she was scared of Diddy, but sitting up here and wait, but setting up her next relationship. Wait, her next relationship situation. I think Diddy is guilty of the things, but hasn't been charged with them. That's a good point. That's a good point. And that's what his lawyers are. You get it, Chris. Trying to point out what does his sexual preferences have to do with the crimes, and I agree with that. I agree with that. They're focusing on his sexual lives, but it's a strategy. It's a strategy that they're going with. That's why they put Cassie in there, pregnant, about to pop, because they're trying to play on your heartstrings. They want you to feel bad for her, and then they keep pulling out his creepy sexual preferences to demonize him. So when the crimes do come about, you already hate that motherfucker. You already hate him. So it's going to make those crimes seem a lot bigger. It's a strategy. It's a good strategy, but I understand what you mean. But on the other hand, again, she tried to set up her next relationship with a couple other people, and he blew up a car. He threatened to unalive those people and her family, most likely. So I don't know. This is a touchy situation, but I agree. I agree with what you're saying. Um, they're focusing more on his sexual preferences than the actual crime. I get what you're saying. And that's a great statement. Peace and welcome to the channel. Make sure you're hitting that like button, sister. Um, Cassie is a victim of. Hold on, man. Y'all know I'm blind. I'm legally blind. Cassie is a victim of domestic violence and manipulation. That's about it. She is on the stand telling it all. She's admitted to being just as responsible as Diddy when it comes to the free calls. Boom. That's the best way to put it. That's the best way to put it. That's you deserve.
Wait a minute.
That's it. That's definitely a.
Wait a minute.
That's definitely a wait a minute. Hold on. What Nico got to say? You know, Nico always coming in the clutch. No, I don't, because sometimes you may feel more safe with another person with to build up the courage to fight against. That's another one. That's another one.
Wait a minute.
Y'all are definitely on point today. And this is a topic that I should have done a long time ago. I apologize that I didn't, because I was focusing on these other idiots. And y'all see, I'm trying to steer myself away from that and build a new crowd. So bear with me. That's why our crowd is so low, because I'm not doing my normal content. So it's gonna build back up.
It's, it's
You're doing it for a check. That's all it is, bro, fam.
There go Max. Shout out to Max. Shout out to Max, because Max is the one that sent me this video. So definitely shout out to Max. So let me shut this door. Sorry, y'all. My mom just made some food. My daughter chasing her around for it. This dude looks dirty, dusty, mad at the situation that he would never in a million years want any of his daughters to be a victim of. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Hold on, that's another one equal. That's another one. That's definitely another.
Wait a minute.
See, a lot of people say, she's not a victim, you know, they're not focusing on the crimes. And I hear all of your opinions. But what if it was your daughter? Would you think she was a victim? Just put yes or no in the chat. If Cassie was your daughter, would you feel as though she was a victim? That's a great question. Would you feel like she was a victim if she was your daughter?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Would you? I already knew your answer, nigga. But would you feel like if you I know Diddy wouldn't even made it to trial if it was my daughter. That's in my opinion. It wouldn't have made it to trial. Hell, you right. We got one answer. Two answers. Well, actually three. That's in my personal opinion, it would have never made it to trial. And you know what I mean. No, that's something that a nigga got to do with his bare hands. I'm sorry. And you know what I mean, bare hands. The fellas know what I mean when I mean bare hands. It wouldn't have made it to trial. I'm sorry. And I would have did it with my bare hands.
They know exactly what's going on. They know. They just don't care.
Oh shit.
You see them on their videos. They're like, yeah, man, you guys, you know what I'm saying? Y'all bugging. Y'all over there defending. Y'all defending Diddy. Nobody defending Diddy. Diddy's a man just like you a man. But my point is this. When has it ever been illegal to have a party? When has it ever been legal to be a freak? When has it ever been illegal to do that? Whatever that man chooses to do in his personal time, that's his personal business. But what crime did he commit? Because we trying to put a man away for life in prison. All I'm saying is, what crime did he commit?
Whooping her ass in the middle of the hallway, blowing up a car, threatening her, a whole lot of crimes. But I understand what he's saying. And I understand what you're saying, Justina. But again, she did try to run. He blew up cars, threatened her family. I don't know. I mean, everybody in here has been threatened before. But have you been threatened with somebody with the power and money that Diddy had? Have you been threatened by someone who actually shot a woman in the face in the club in front of everybody and got away with it? Have you ever been threatened by somebody who allegedly unalives his artists and other people and got away with it for 30 years?
Wait a minute.
Have you? Have you ever been threatened by someone with the money and power that Diddy had? and all the crimes and shit. He shot a woman in the face in front of 200 and something people who all saw him do it and got away with it.
You better be careful, little buddy.
I'm trying to figure this out. You could hate him. You could be entertained by the drama, the baby oil, all that stuff. It's entertaining.
Hey Nico, I'm not playing with you. You want to take that picture down before Rock be in my DMs cussing me out, talking about why you keep letting your sister come up there, putting these pictures up, looking like a whole snap to all these niggas in the chat. I'm telling you, you're gonna have a bunch of gun emojis up in my chat. I'm telling you, you don't have Rock up in my DMs cussing me out, talking about why you got your sister, why you keep putting your sister up there. Hey Rock, I tried to tell her she can't be coming up here looking like that. She don't want to listen to me. She got all these other niggas in the chat horn told me. I ain't got nothing to do with it, Rock. That's all I gotta say. I ain't got nothing to do with that. It's like, nah, I'm fucking with you, nigga. You know you and Rock my neighbors. But what'd you say, Justina? Fear. Why did she not report it then? Did you not just hear what I said, Justina? He pew-pewed someone in the face in the club. She reported it. Did he get in trouble for it? He pew-pewed a woman in the face in front of 200 and something people. Did he get in trouble for it?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
But I do get what y'all saying. I get both sides of the argument. I'm not trying to come down on anybody. I'm not going against anybody. So I want to put that disclaimer out there. Because I get both sides of the argument. I really do. I seriously, yeah, I'm not trying to play both sides. I'm reserving my full out judgment until all the details come out. But Manzi Black, peace and welcome. She is supported. She is supposed to set boundaries. I don't think you understand who the fuck Diddy was. I really don't. I don't think you understand who she was dealing with. This nigga was a billionaire with all the money, power, and connections you can imagine. But she should have. She should have set some boundaries. And the fact that she did now when you think about that, Justina, that's a good point. That's a good point. Now that I think about it.
Wait a minute.
Why didn't you set boundaries in the beginning? Because my only justification for why she ain't set boundaries is because the paper, the lifestyle, the money, the drugs. You enjoyed it. And you didn't want to mess that up. But let's get to the video. We keep arguing. let's hear what this goofball say. Because he's no different than Diddy. This is Captain PDP. For those of you who don't know who Rango is a content creator. He's a creep. A huge creep. He's no different than Diddy. He likes feet. He has a foot fetish. He tries to get with other content creators, knowing that he's married before, and he has 4 daughters. And he has an obsession with heavy meat.
I ain't gonna lie. Is Diddy a weirdo? Yes, he's a weirdo. Is Diddy into some weird stuff? Yes. But at the end,
Hold on. What did you just say? Back that up. I'm trying to let the video play, but he keeps saying stupid shit. Hold on. What did you just say?
he's a weirdo. Is Diddy into some weird stuff? Yes. But at the end of the day,
Wait a minute.
Diddy a weirdo? Captain Foot Fetish? Captain Feety Feet? Just Diddy. Captain Feety Feet. Just Diddy. Huh?
be entertained by the drama, the baby oil, all that stuff. It's entertaining. I ain't gonna lie. Is Diddy a weirdo? Yes, he's a weirdo. Is Diddy into some weird stuff? Yes. But at the end of
Just Diddy?
You better be careful, little buddy.
You better be careful there, little buddy. Just Diddy. Diddy's the only weirdo. So something about what did he say? I'm paraphrasing. It's just something about women with pink toenails with the white tips. Ooh, it just do something to me. He likes to foot fuck women. He's Dave Chappelle. He likes to get foot jobs with women with pink toenails with the white tips. I cannot make this shit up. I really wish I was. I truly wish I was making this shit up. But he likes foot jobs. Ooh, you probably got fucking athlete's foot on your dick, man. This nigga probably got toe jam and all that. Oh my God. I hate feet. I'm sorry. I hate feet. Even my own feet. I hate feet. Now, don't get me wrong. This is no diss to the people who like feet to a certain extent. Like my man Quad said, niggas be out here eating ass like it's the Olympics. You suck a toe. Now all of a sudden niggas and whoever be the funniest shit ever, he said, niggas be out here eating ass like the Olympics. You suck one toe, now all of a sudden you're crazy.
the day, you gonna tell me that Cassie's a victim?
Yes.
When this woman's mouth been filled with more meat than Purdue.
Nah, Marquise. I mean, to a certain extent, I don't like feet. I'm not a foot man. I mean, yes, I like a pretty foot. I mean, on a woman, I think. I don't know, man. I'm not a foot person. I don't like feet. I don't even like my own feet. As my baby mom, I hate when she put her feet on me. Get your feet off me. And she got some pretty ass feet. Very pretty feet. I just don't like feet. Mr. Foot Clan. He called him Mr. Foot Clan Rango. Ninja damage. I'm not a foot person. But that's no diss to the people who like pretty feet. If you like a pretty foot, you like sucking toes, that's you. But getting a foot job, that's where I draw the line. I draw the line at foot jobs. In obsession with pink feet. With pink. The way he said it was just crazy. And heavy meat. The nigga got an obsession with, and he does heavy meat. That's how he said it. All right, let's play because we only got like 5 minutes of the video off. We've been. Right.
Are you kidding me?
Eagle
this woman
claws.
been gargling more urine than mouthwash? Are you kidding me?
I wonder what your wife gargles.
Her so-called man got her pregnant knowing that her mouth been filled with cum sauce? Are you kidding me, bro? She's not innocent, dog. And I'm the
Nobody
only one
said
that
she
have the
was.
balls to say it. The only one.
Nobody said she was innocent.
The dude she with right now is a sore loser. Just like the sores in her mouth. Just being honest, man. I'm the only one that keep it a bean, bro. The only one. She finessed everybody, y'all. She played the victim. It was looking real good. The only
nigga, nobody said she was innocent. Hold on for a second. My bad. I had to regulate. My son keep fucking with my daughter. Oh, these kids. Um, but what I was saying, yeah, he definitely needs his ass whooped. We're not saying Cassie's innocent, and I don't believe she's an innocent person because, like I said, you was texting a nigga talking about some. Um, I can't wait to have a freak off. So I don't believe she's innocent. But did she deserve to get her ass whooped and abused and have cars blown up and have her family threatened to be unalived and no. And like she said on the stand, she said that she was just as accountable as Diddy was. She even admitted it. We're not saying she's a victim. What we're saying is he's a monster. That doesn't take. She's not a victim. I mean, I'm not gonna say she's not a victim. She's not innocent. But it doesn't take away from the monstrous things that he was doing to her. Rango think he's special. Yeah, nigga, we watch you verbally abuse your wife all the time. Yeah, he look, man, that's how he you know what's crazy? When he first got that house, he was bragging, talking about how jealous everybody was of him and all this other stuff, and how happy he was. You look miserable. You look miserable. Ever since that fallout with New Breed, he looks fucking miserable.
only thing, in my opinion, that Diddy is guilty of is the fact that he beat her at the hotel.
Right.
Other than that,
right, Matt. My bad. I mean, but I want to highlight that. So when he was doing what he did to Usher and Justin Bieber and probably several other celebrities, that I mean, even though that doesn't have to do with Cassie's case, there should be some justice in place for all that shit. What about Usher? Justin Bieber.
I don't see what else there is. And I was one that was like, yo.
What do you mean, blowing up a car?
They're going to
Threatening her
send Diddy
family?
away for life. He's a creep. He's a demon. He's all this negative stuff. I did all of that. But guess what, guys? I got to retract all those statements. I got to retract all those statements. I don't want to be a part of this lynch mob of content creators and media people who are trying their best to get.
So what I'm getting here is you said you admitted in the beginning you were saying Diddy was a creep and all this other shit. And then the fact that you keep mentioning other content creators, you mentioned going against the grain in the beginning. Let's add up all the factors real quick. He said you go against he goes against the tide, right? Keep bringing up other content creators being on Cassie's side. He even said that he was on Cassie's side. So basically, what you're telling us is you're not doing this because you think that it's the right thing. You're going against the grain because it's going to get you more views. You're not doing this for the right reasons. You're going against the grain because that's what everybody else is going that way. So you want to go this way to go against the grain, so people would pay attention to you. I get it now. You're doing this for attention.
Get a check off of another man's demise. If we're going to put him in prison, let's put him in prison for actual crimes that he committed. I'm talking about crimes. Not only put him in prison, but any of his accomplices. Let's put all of them in prison too. But we're going to have to prove this in court.
Yeah, I remember that.
See, the court of public opinion is a very dangerous place, man. And I see a lot of these content creators, it's like they trying to feed you viewers.
Well, yeah, she
what
was
you
still a
wanna
kid.
hear. If you listen to
You're
me,
right, man.
I'm not here trying to pander you. Now think
You
about
are.
this. Me going against the grain mean one thing.
Look,
No
you bringing that
views,
up.
no likes, no clicks, people unsubscribing, people getting mad. So me doing this is not benefiting me. It's me trying to speak the truth.
Nigga, you full of shit. Going against the grain will get you more views than going with the grain. The fuck are you talking about, bro? Everybody's gonna go against the grain because all the content creators going against the grain is gonna get you more views. It's not gonna get you more likes. It's gonna get you more views because all the content creators that's going with the grain are going to react to your shit like I am, which is going to get you more views. Who the fuck you think you trying to Jedi mind trick? This nigga just trying to manipulate us. He's trying to manipulate us. You can't manipulate me because I can't be manipulated.
To get you to use your brain. You good people out there got to realize something.
I think that
First of all, number one, is Diddy a weirdo? Yes, he's a weirdo. Did Diddy beat Cassie? Yes. But what's the difference between what he did to Cassie and what Chris Brown did to Rihanna?
And he's paying for that every single day. Chris Brown, this shit happened 10, 20 years ago. 10 years ago. And he's still paying for it. What do you mean? Chris Brown ain't blow up no car. Chris Brown ain't threatening to unalive her family. I mean, I'm not defending Chris Brown what Chris Brown did because that was wrong. But Chris Brown actually redeemed himself. Well, he in jail right now. I mean, he's still paying for it every day. What am I talking about? He in jail right now for some shit he did 3 years ago. Yeah, what the fuck is he talking about?
How come Chris Brown ain't being dragged? How come Chris Brown is not being thrown in prison? How come?
Is this nigga serious?
Come. He beat the crap out of Rihanna. Messed up her whole face. That's domestic violence.
And he
but guess what?
For it.
He was young. He made bad choices.
Diddy
she forgave him. Everybody moved on.
That was a bad analogy. Diddy is not young. Diddy is 50 years old. That's a bad comparison. Chris Brown was a kid. He made a mistake that he's paying for every single day, ever since. He lost Grammys, he lost sponsorships, he lost fans, he lost support. He damn near lost everything. He's been trying to build that shit back ever since it happened.
Diddy's situation. What crime did he commit, y'all?
Bro, I'm tired of listening to these crimes. What the fuck is you talking about? You just enlisted the crimes. Rex. Appreciate the 5. Appreciate the 5 on the loud pack. Make sure y'all hit that like button, though. Like, because we want to get this content out. And if anybody else want to put something and donate to the channel, the Cash App is at the top of the chat. We still trying to get that loud pack, family. We got $10 from Rex. Well, 5 from Rex again, and 5 from last time. So put something on that loud pack, family. Come on, man. I'm out here doing this for y'all. Y'all gonna do this to me? I'm talking to the wrong. Hey, Rango, we talking to the wrong people. They missing their blessings. Rango, we talking to the wrong people. Ain't that what Rango said? That's what we did. This nigga put it in all bold capitals. What crimes? Nigga. Rex, you missed it. He sees himself in Diddy. He you said women paying 1 to 5K to take pictures with Chris Brown. He's fine. That is true. But make sure you hit that like button. Put something on that loud pack. But I lost my train of thought.
What crime? Now listen to this, guys.
What crimes? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What crimes?
A lot of people gonna say domestic violence.
Yes. Threatening.
Okay, let's park the car right there.
Attempted murder.
Filed a lawsuit against Diddy.
Arson.
Was she taking him to court because she wanted him to go to prison for DV? Or was she after money?
Both. I mean, what the fuck? Wouldn't you be after money? She had sores in her mouth from yik-yucks. He pissed in her. Pissed on her. He beat her. She blew up cars. He threatened her. Of course I want some paper. What you talking about? This nigga talking about? Of course I want some money. If I was her, of course I want that paper. Lucky she ain't go for more. She should have got him for everything.
She was after money.
Yeah.
Okay. What did Diddy do? He settled. She won 30 million. She got 20 million. They kept everything under wraps from us, the people. They didn't tell us what the case was about. She wasn't pushing for him to go to prison. She wasn't doing nothing. She wanted the money.
What was wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong with that.
So if he already settled out of court with her, why they put her on the stand now?
Because the state picked up the case for the thing. Do you not understand what they're trying to charge him with? Now, wait. Now I get the sexual preferences and stuff. Because you got to think about what they're charging him with. Human trafficking. So they have to paint him as a monster and a sexual deviant in order to prosecute him for human trafficking. I forgot that. I totally forgot that part. They're not prosecuting him for Cassie. They're prosecuting him for all the other shit that he did. Cassie's just a witness.
She shouldn't even be on the stand, guys.
Yes, she should.
Cassie should not even be in court. Her ass is supposed to be home, getting prepared to have that damn baby.
Yes, she should.
She's supposed to be home using some Listerine to gargle out that damn urine from her mouth.
No,
she's not supposed to be on trial. What they're supposed to be proving right now in court is the sex trafficking, racketeering, and various other stuff.
Yo, I ain't even gonna lie. If I was her husband, I'd have been like, anybody got some gasoline in the lighter? I need to light my mouth on fire right now. To burn all the junk. Oh my God, I threw up. Somebody, excuse me, sir. You wouldn't happen to have some rubbing alcohol, some gasoline, and a match? Because I need to burn the germs out my mouth. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about though. Like, I'm trying to listen to him, but it's just what he's saying is stupid. Do you not understand what the charges are? Racketeering, human trafficking. They have to paint him as a sexual deviant in order to do that.
Stuff that they claim Diddy committed. All I'm
They
saying,
have to
people,
show
is
that
this.
he's capable.
Don't get mad
of
at me for speaking the truth. I'm the only content creator that will do it. Everybody.
See, this is what's letting us know that you're doing this for attention and not the right reasons, because you keep talking about going against the grain, how you the only content creator that's going against the grain, and blah blah blah. You're doing it for the wrong reason, bro. You're not doing it because you're telling the truth. You're doing it because you want views. It has nothing to do with that. Oh,
Everybody else is after the money, guys. You good people that are watching the show right now, be careful of content creators that are pandering towards Cassie. Be very careful with those kind of people.
sorry.
They know Cassie's
That was
finessing
my
the
daughter.
They know it, people. But they gotta pay their bills.
If that was
So
my daughter,
pander, they're gonna cape for her. They're gonna act
that's
like.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. If that was my daughter, somebody. That's all I'm saying. If that was my daughter, somebody got it done. That's all I'm saying. If that was my daughter, somebody got to go. Somebody gotta go. Let me stop before I get man's excited. Let me stop before I get man's in a frenzy.
They really care about DV victims. When half of these guys in these spaces be talking the most crap about black women, they be bashing black women, and they love to say this famous line. Oh, she need to choose better. She need to choose better.
So you don't
she made the choice to be with that man.
So you don't bash black women when you always talking about the heavy meat that's going in them, the heavy meat. You don't bash them.
Now all of a sudden, everybody's siding with Cassie. She's a little girl now. Oh, she was young. She didn't know no better. Are you kidding me?
She was 19.
Are you kidding me? This woman literally orchestrated the freak-offs. This woman said in text messages that she can't wait to get to them.
She was young and she was
all the info came out. This woman is not innocent, dog. This woman was with her so-called man while topping Diddy off at the freak-offs. This woman was going to do freak-offs while with her man.
She was trying to please him.
And you telling me she a victim?
Yes.
Nobody put a gun to that woman's head, dog. Listen, guys.
Nobody put a gun to her head. I'm pretty sure he didn't put a gun to her head. He blew up her lover's car. That's even worse. Fuck a gun. He using bombs. Did you not hear that part? Fuck the gun. He using bombs. Come on, family. Let me check these likes. I better have got them likes up. Let me hold this live hostage. Let me go with this live roster. Let me check my phone. I need to delete some of this shit off this phone. Look at his face. Hold on. Look at this nigga face in this thumbnail. Look at this nigga face. Look at this nigga face. How you got an over and under bite? Still got a camel mouth.
Guys, a lot of women that are siding with Cassie are women who choose to deal with ninjas that beat their ass. Let's just call it what it is. A lot of you ladies that side with Cassie is only siding with her because you were with a man that whooped your ass. The
You mean like your wife?
same man you chose to open your damn legs to. That's your fault.
Oh, wow.
You're not a victim.
Oh,
You chose that.
Wow.
Now, of course, there are men out here that are animals, but let's just keep it a buck.
You
Ladies love those kind of guys. You never choose
God.
the good brothers. Remember, the good man is lame.
Oh my God.
Women normally choose the Pookie, the Ray Ray, and then when they get their ass beat, then they want to claim victim. But you chose the man.
That's manosphere regurgitation.
Half of you that got baby daddy drama. Your drama is with a man you chose to lay with.
Wow.
You're a willing participant. You tripping.
Wow.
Where's the equality? Where's the women and men are equal when it comes to this type of stuff? Why all of a sudden now women are looked upon as weak little damsels in distress? I thought they're educated. Shouldn't they be educated enough to make quality decisions?
Well, we about to jump to another
How
topic.
do you end up with a man for 10 years and you are catching venereal diseases, urinary tract infections, your mouth is full of herpes sores, cold sores, you're weak, you have
This
an
nigga
IV on
here.
your body, and you're struggling, and you trying to figure this mess out. You chose to do that.
Oh my
Nobody
God.
put you there. And you got these damn wicked ass content creators out here acting like they defending Cassie, like they're speaking for the women that are abused. Listen, first of all, there's a difference between a woman who was really abused versus a woman who's a willing participant who stayed in a situation. Let's call it what it is, man. We gotta.
So what is your wife? That's a good question. So what is your wife? What is your wife?
Wait a minute.
What is your wife? Because we see you as nothing different than Diddy. The only difference is you ain't got the money in the power. You would be, bro, you would be having foot job parties, my nigga. If you had Diddy money, oh my God, they'd be fucking foot rubbing oil everywhere. Baby oil and foot rubbing cream and athlete's foot cream and your parties would be the same way. They'd just be foot fetish parties. What the fuck are you talking? Fucking pink toenail paint and fucking athlete's foot cream everywhere. So what is your wife?
Stop normalizing this BS, or else it's gonna keep going on and on and on.
Right. She looks so
You
scared.
get mad at me. I don't care. I don't got nothing to. I don't got nothing to lose, bro.
Yeah,
I already told you. I'm going against the grain. Content creators are going with the wave of the water. When the ocean is moving and the water going this way, they're going with that. You know why? Because you viewers want to hear lies.
No.
Y'all want to hear somebody tap dance for you and buck dance for you. I'm not doing that. If it costs me losing subscribers, I don't care. I'm standing on business. I'm not going to be like the herd of all these damn animals who just chasing a check. I stand for truth, bro. And I'm not defending Diddy. I'm defending truth. If he's going to be guilty for something, let's crucify him for the crimes he committed. Let's find out what he did. Let's prove that in court. Because any of you could get caught up in a situation like this by a woman. Y'all stupid, bro. All you dudes that are defending Cassie used to be the same guys that used to bash women all day on YouTube. Used to be on YouTube crucifying women all day. And now you're up here pandering for women. Pandering for Cassie. You know why? Because you know it's going to bring the views and the money. Because if you can pander for Cassie, you'll get female subscribers.
What I see is a nigga that's doing the shit for the views and the money, but trying to project it on other content creators. Because you, like I said, you keep bringing up going against the grain and how all the other content creators are going with the wave, and I'm speaking for truth, and no, you ain't. You doing this shit for views. But you're just pointing the finger at all the other content creators so nobody look at you and be like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? You're doing the same thing. You're just going the opposite way. Can we just switch topics just for a little bit? I want to cover this. I want to come, but just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. Or y'all want to stay on this? I'll let y'all decide. Y'all want to stay on this and just play out the whole thing, or do y'all want to jump to another topic real quick just to wash some of the bullshit that he's saying out of our minds and then come back? I got plenty of time. What you want to do? I'll let y'all decide. We got Hassan Campbell talking about Meg Thee Stallion fans donated, Chris Brown locked up. Joe Buttons responds to Fat Joe saying, I'm richer than y'all. Well, I want to see what Joe Buttons had to say. Hold on.
YouTube. Chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, Chicks.
So listen, Chicks Smooth. Hey, Chicks Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching this shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh, man.
I really fucks with Chicks. Chicks cover everything. Chicks don't miss a beat.
Got action, you guys. Joe has unfortunately taken the bait from the other Joe, the fatter Joe. Everybody brace yourselves. We're about to witness a masterclass in flexing and stunting 101. If you guys have never witnessed an OG from New York flex, I mean really flex, just hang tight for a minute. Now, yesterday, Fat Joe went on his podcast to tease Joe Budden over the seats he had at the Knicks game when he ran into 50. Now, let me be clear. These were not no midsection seats.
Yeah, the nigga is second row. You know how much that shit costs? A playoff? He's in the second row at the playoffs. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button. Put something on that loud pack. We already got 5 on it. Well, 10. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal at the top of the chat and going along the screen at the bottom. Rim TV for the Cash App. PayPal, man, Remy on my eye for the PayPal. Support the channel, family. I'm trying to give y'all as much content as I can, so it ain't easy. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. We need like 20, 21, $22 for the loud pack. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. Those are still good seats. I didn't know that sitting in the second row was a bad thing, but okay.
These were not lower level seats. These were literally the
what are we
seats
talking about?
behind courtside.
The Knick game, they got the Kardashians all front. Like New York got a lot of stars. They putting them
Yeah,
up
he probably
now.
didn't
It's
have.
just courtside. It's too many.
What was the most?
He probably didn't have the front row could have been sold out.
Expensive ticket for the game? What, 500,000?
I don't know. It was 54,000 to see the game I went.
I ain't paying 50 for a ticket.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Well, I've done it.
I could do a lot with 50 grand.
I've paid that much, even more for boxing matches. For me, I'm not going 10th row.
If I'm paying $54,000 for a Knicks game, I better be getting a yik yuck from every fucking cheerleader that is in for real. One of them cheerleaders gotta give us some ass. If I'm paying 50 grand for a ticket. It's a joke. For all the ladies in there, it's a joke. I'm not like that. It's a joke. It's just an expression. You know what I mean? But the fellas feel me. Some of them cheerleaders giving up some of that ass. I'm paying $54,000 for a ticket. I'm joking. Calm down. But that's a lot for a ticket. All I'm saying is it's a whole. That's a lot for a ticket. You know what you can do with that money,
bro. I gotta be front row, cause somebody you don't like, your enemy, gonna come sit right. You know that we call that the Joe Button seats. You know them second row.
I don't even got
you
a
ain't
hood.
got a hoodie. I gotta sit front row. I'll give you my experience.
What do you call them seats?
The Joe Button seats. Them shit second row. Perfect example. Him and
Look at Jada.
50
Jada
got some
don't want no
shit, and
parts
I'm
of that.
sitting courtside. If 50 comes
He was
sit
right behind y'all.
Okay, but he's behind us. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
You
but
are.
The man had a little something going on with 50, and why God put 50 Cent front row and he's in like third row? Like that would bother me if I was Joe Buttons. It happened to me.
Because you a goofball. Who cares? We're sitting at the game. Are we adults? Are we in high school? Who gives a fuck? He's still at the game. The majority are watching the game on TV. This nigga's in the second row. Center.
Before. But we just squashed
If he didn't bump in the fifth, would he had a nice experience?
You got a good seat, but the problem is you got to always expect the enemy might come front row.
Yo, what are you?
No.
Look, Jada, like, what are you talking
truth.
about? Even Jada's like, what are you talking about, bro? Who cares? Somebody I don't like sitting in the seat in front of me. Who gives a fuck?
Now, some of you guys were confused. People said, hold up. If you're in a spot with your op, isn't it better to be sitting behind your op than in front? That way, there's no surprise attacks. There's also the other possibility that Fat Joe was trying to shame Joe Budden for not being courtside. Trust me, I know. I'm right there with you guys. This is the kind of competition that these people have at this level of wealth. Now, I told you guys in yesterday's video, Fat Joe knows exactly what he's doing. This incident
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a beam. I agree with Harlem Legend. I watched Harlem Legend the other day, and you know I don't get along with them. Well, Ten Toes call him Harlem allegedly, because apparently he got a great case allegedly. That podcast is trash. There's no chemistry between the two. And I agree when he said I think Jada should have did the podcast with Styles or Sheik, because when you see them all together, their chemistry is crazy. No Diddy, but it's just Fat Joe. He over exaggerates everything, and he been caught lying about several fucking bullshit made up stories. Yes, Fat Joe most likely used to be that nigga before he got signed, and he probably was selling heavy narcotics. But the story he tells, you can tell it's overly exaggerated. I just don't like him. I'm gonna keep it being. I don't like Fat Joe. That's RIM TV salute. Hassan, peace and welcome to the channel. Make sure you hitting that like button and support the channel. Hit the cash app, hit the PayPal. Well, peace and welcome to the channel.
Between Joe Budden and 50 happened damn near a month ago. Somebody on Fat Joe's production team told them, hey, bro, you know, if we mention Joe Budden or if we tell a Joe Budden-like story, he's probably going to respond and we're
I appreciate the sub, Hassan. Appreciate it.
probably going to get a little bit of traction. Well, today on the new Joe Budden podcast, episode 826, Joe tried his best to resist, but eventually he fell for the bait. Here's what he said.
Let me be mature and show some discipline and restraint and lead with, I absolutely love Fat Joe. I have all the respect in the world for Fat Joe. Bought Flo Joe when it dropped. Jadakiss.
I knew you was going to Flo Joe.
I bought Flo Joe when it dropped.
No doubt.
Flo Joe was one of the first instrumentals I spit on in like 93, somewhere around there. So I got a Firewater, all that. Mm-hmm. So I have a different level of respect for.
We know you want the front
not only
seat.
Fat Joe, but I support anything that Jadakiss does.
For sure.
Anything that Kiss does, he has my support.
That's a fact.
Shout out to J1, shout out to Yonkers. For me, in my 40s, it's been really important to unlearn stupid hip-hop ideology. Like, let me start with, there's nothing to even fight about here. Let's start with, we're talking about a game where the tickets were the most expensive Knick playoff tickets in the franchise history. The cheapest ticket in that building was $600, $700, $800.
$874, Joe.
Yeah, it was
a lot of money.
The Knicks fan. Thank you.
$874.
Yeah, that
niggas is paying fucking house money for seats. The cheapest seat was the average rent money, or half of rent money. Like, come on, what are you talking about? He was there. That's all that matters.
particular game was a lot. So this is all just like elitist jargon. I want to start there.
Yes. It's like 4.0 versus 4.6.
Secondly, well, yeah. Secondly, the internet is not like a real place. I would expect Fat Joe to know that. I need more than internet fodder to ever assume that there's really beef with somebody. Me and 50 have over 20 years in. I never thought that would escalate. And if I feel like that, I just need more than some internet chat for me to feel like that. Number one.
Hey, I heard about that too, Rex. I heard. But he's suing the bull for it.
Two, if you fight in the garden, you're banned for life. You're not doing it again. And if you're tough enough to fight there during a game, then my nigga, I don't assume any of us millionaire, multi-millionaire, 9-figure people to do that at the garden.
Fighting at a Knicks game.
I just don't. The lights is too bright. And we there to watch a game, which is the other brilliant concept I have, which may be hard for people to grasp. But if I'm at the Knicks game, it's just because I'm a Knicks fan. I'm not there for the vanity play. I'm not there for the celeb role. I'm not there to be seen. I'm not in the record label seats. I'm not in the Kith seats. I'm not in the comp seats. I'm in the seat that I wanted to purchase, so I bought it. It's really just that simple. I'm not with all the extra hoopla out there. I'm not out here running around moving with the leverage of my management company or trying to be buddy-buddy or friendly with rappers that I'm not really buddy-buddy or friendly with. I'm the walking embodiment of standing on my own too. And you know that, which is why you're using my name on your newly established platform, trying to get traction because I'm the best in the biz. I recognize that too. Lastly,
I agree and disagree. I agree, yeah, he was using your name to try to get traction, which it worked. Best of the biz, top 5, not the best though.
I just don't know what Joe Budden seats mean, and because
don't get me fucked up, I would love to be at his level.
I have so much relationship equity with Fat Joe, I'll wait for him to tell me. I don't want to assume. On one hand, where I come from, you would want to be seated behind your enemy, if anything.
Right.
That's the part I didn't follow.
You wouldn't want to be seated in front of him.
Right.
So If he was talking about that, I don't really get it, but that's on him. And lastly, maybe Joe Button seats just means sitting behind somebody you make a lot more than. Until we get clarity on it, we won't really know. But be clear, reimagine how y'all mention my name in some of these conversations. I make a lot more than you niggas. So if I'm seated behind you, it's by choice, enjoying some popcorn with my baby. I say that with all the respect in the world. So much love to Fat Joe and Jadakiss. I'll continue to support their broadcast, and hopefully everyone out there will continue to do the same. But this is a non-issue, you guys. Everybody back to work. Hey, if this is a non-starter. If this ever comes.
Whoa, back that up. You said y'all niggas ain't even making the money that I'm making. Why are you even talking? That's what I got out of that. That nigga said you don't even make what I make. Why are you talking again?
You was by choice, enjoying some popcorn with my baby. I say that with all the respect in the world. So much love to Fat Joe and Jadakiss. I'll continue to support their broadcast, and hopefully everyone out there will continue to do the same. But this is a non-issue, you guys. Everybody back to work. Hey, if this is a non-starter. If this ever comes to be something, then we'll address it later. But Joe and I
a lot more
than
than
non-starter. Salute to all, and go Knicks always.
Not knowing that there's 300 other rows behind, it's like you almost like disrespect those people.
But wait, dog, if I was sitting in the nosebleeds, I make more than you. Like, my seat should never come up in your conversation. If I was outside in a lawn chair watching on a fucking mobile device, my seat shouldn't come up in none of y'all conversations. That was confusing a little bit, but teachers.
God damn, we know Fat Joe.
He cooking. He said even if I was in a motherfucking lawn chair watching the bitch outside on the jumbotron, I still got more money than you. Cooking. I'll be honest with you. I think Joe Buttons is a sensitive prick, but some of the shit a lot of the shit he be saying, he be right.
More than you niggas. Until we get clear on that, which is why you're using my name on your newly established platform, trying to get traction because I'm the best in the biz. I recognize that too. Lastly, I just don't know what Joe Button seats mean, and because I have so much relationship equity with Fat Joe, I'll wait for him to tell me. I don't want to assume. On one hand, where I come from, you would want to be seated behind your enemy, if anything.
That's true.
That's the part I was
in front of him.
You wouldn't want to be seated in front of him. So if he was talking.
But then on the other hand, what that means is 50 think you a bitch. And he sat in front of you without a care in the world. Because he think you a bitch and he knew you wasn't going to do nothing. I mean, I'm not fighting nobody at no fucking basketball game. Not after I paid $50,000 for these fucking tickets. I wouldn't even take you to we wouldn't even take it to the bathroom or the parking lot, nigga. I paid 50 grand for these tickets. Why are we fighting? You can say whatever you want to me. Oh, you a bitch ass nigga. I'll slap your mama. My mama just got slapped. I paid 50 grand for these tickets. Yeah. I paid 50 grand for these tickets. She just got slapped. I got to deal with you after the game. I'm letting it play.
Talking about that, I don't really get it, but that's on him. And lastly, maybe Joe Button seats just means sitting behind somebody you make a lot more than. Until we get clarity on it, we won't really know. But be clear, reimagine how y'all mention my name in some of these conversations. I make a lot more than you niggas. So if I'm seated behind you, it's by choice, enjoying some popcorn with my baby. I say that with all the respect in the world. So much love to Fat Joe and Jadakiss. I'll continue to support their broadcast, and hopefully everyone out there will continue to do the same. But this is a non-issue, you guys. Everybody back to work. Hey, if this is a non-starter. If this ever comes to be something, then we'll address it later. But Joe and I will talk, This is Don Starby. Salute to all. And go Knicks always.
Not knowing that there's 300 other rows behind, it's like you almost like disrespect those people.
But wait, dog, if I was sitting in the nosebleeds, I make more than you. Like, my seat shouldn't never come up in your conversation. If I was outside in a lawn chair watching on a fucking mobile device, my seat shouldn't come up in none of y'all conversations. That was confusing a little bit, but to each his own.
God damn, we know Fat Joe is not going to take that too kindly. So now we're about to get into a pissing competition on who has more money. So let's go ahead and pocket watch just a little bit, you guys. We all know Fat Joe has some tax issues. He actually went to prison for it, and he got out and got help from DJ Khaled. And according to Fat Joe, ever since he got out of prison, he's been balling. Right now, Fat Joe has a partnership with Boost Mobile, Bacardi Liquor, Jordan Brands, Mark Echo, Hypnotic, US Open, and a few other sponsorships.
And what I'm going to say about this was a bad move on Fat Joe's behalf, because you just started your podcast. You already getting cooked. You just started this podcast maybe 2 weeks ago at the most, and you already getting embarrassed. You already got cooked. You just started this podcast. Niggas already cooked you. Sit your dumb ass down somewhere. I want to hear what this goofball had to say about. Oh my God.
Shall we begin? Shall we begin? You already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off them shoes and super violate that like button. Are you not entertained? It don't cost nothing to hit that like button. In the words of my nigga Prodigy from Mobb Deep.
Here we go.
Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret societies trying to keep their eye on me.
Old rap song.
I believe in conspiracy. I most definitely believe in conspiracy.
Oh, we know that.
I'm last Larry on this because I've been trying to be more logic.
Logic?
I said, nah. Ain't nobody put a hit on Tory Lanez. He moving around the jail. He leveling up.
That is not what you said, nigga. That's a matter of fact, that is exactly what you said. That's exactly what you said.
Now you got this new audio.
Right. And I walked out, and the homie's right there standing there, and he calls me over, and he's like, Savage, come here. And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, bro, I'm about to get this nigga. And I was like, who? He's like, Tory. I was like, for what? And he's like, this what keeps on talking shit. And I already told him, I don't play like that, bro. I'm going to get you if you don't talk. So then I was like, all right, don't trip. I'm right here. So then all of a sudden, that fool's door opens, that fool comes out, and then that fool runs up on him, and that fool starts stabbing that fool. But you can just tell that that fool got his lungs punctured, because when he was laying on the ground, he's right there yelling, help, please, stop, stop. And you can just hear him breathing like.
What's up, Tess?
Nothing much.
Yeah. I was listening to what this goofball got to say about this, and then we're going to jump back to RINAGO. Victim shaming Cassie.
Like, you can see him popping up blood and some more. But it's just crazy, all these little stories going around that aren't even true, talking about there's going to be retaliation. Because if there was retaliation, it would have happened right there, you know what I'm saying? One of the blacks did try to hop up, and I told him, bro, you better sit down, bro, because if you hop up and get involved, you all know all the messages are going to jump, and it's going to be bad for you, bro. And he don't owe no money. How does a millionaire owe money in prison? And there was no visit that day. So how is there to be some? I don't know if it really happened, but I know that day the homie didn't tell me nothing about this boy talking to my bitch or he got in my bitch at visit. None of that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what really happened. You feel me? I was right there. I'm a porter.
I don't believe this audio. I don't believe it.
Wait, what?
Not after.
You don't believe a nigga that was standing right there that talked to the nigga that did it? You don't believe it because it doesn't fit his narrative.
I don't believe this audio. Not after Chris Brown decides to say, "Free my nigga Tory."
What
right?
the fuck does that got to do with it?
And let me show you how the powers to be work. They already have dirt on you. They
Wait, what Chris Brown
already have dirt on you. So
what Chris Brown got to do with it? Chris Brown got arrested for some shit that he did 2 years ago, which is stupid. But when you think about it, he left and he had a warrant out ever since. So when he went back there,
When he went back, they scooped his ass up.
right. So what does Chris Brown? I mean, it does look funny that after Chris Brown said free Tory Lanez, he immediately gets arrested.
That's the first time he done been back over there since that shit happened.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. On one hand, it does look funny, but then the nigga had a warrant. He bust somebody in the face with a bottle and left. So when they found out that he was back, they hurry up and jumped on him before he left again.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Hey,
Chris
everybody.
Brown
Hey, Rex.
allegedly hit somebody in the
bro.
head.
Still no phone call.
What'd you say?
Still no phone call. The trooper ain't called.
Oh, about what happened the other day? The other night?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm just glad you're okay because we was in that situation.
But shit, I rolled my ankle yesterday.
I was 4
hurt
years old. How
myself
you do that?
walking down the street than I did in that damn accident.
Oh, wow. When that happened to us too, it was a lady's going through Alzheimer's when I was like 6. And she was walking across the street. And my mom was driving us home, and it was raining that night. And it was dark as fuck. Like we're going down, them wooded roads.
Mm-hmm.
The back where them type of roads where the white folks live at, so they can kick you out, so you can hear you scream. One of those roads, and the lady was walking across the road with her walker, and she was wearing all black.
Right.
My mom saw her, but when she hurried up and hit the brakes, the car slid. And all you see is the lady go do over top of the roof.
Yeah,
She didn't die.
I didn't even get to see dude.
And when the cops came, their folks came out and was like, she's got Alzheimer's, she wanders. So the cop was like, okay, and let my mom go. She ain't get charged or nothing like that. But it really fucked her up. It traumatized the shit out of my mom.
Look, when you ride a bicycle, you supposed to be going the opposite of traffic. First off.
Yeah. When I ride my scooter, I always go where I can see the cars coming.
Second off, you supposed to be wearing reflective gear.
Yeah, true that.
Third off, you supposed to be in your designated
lane.
This man was not doing any of those. First off, he wasn't in the road. He swerved into the road. He was going the same way I was going. He was wearing all black, no reflectors. I told you what the sheriff deputy said when he got there, right?
Yeah. But for the people in the chat that don't know, you can.
Yeah, the deputy was like, when the deputy pulled up, he said, we just told him, because like between Ellaville and Americus. When you get to Ellaville, it's a roundabout. For those of y'all that don't know, a roundabout is a circle and it's got like 4 exits. Sheriff deputy said the man was laying in the fucking roundabout. They had to make the man get up and leave. Told the man he was gonna get hit. A couple minutes later, we come through.
That's why they showed up so quick and was just like, I told you.
That's why he showed up so quick, because it took like 30 minutes for the trooper to get there.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you, Rex. Because for an accident like that, the state trooper have to come.
Yeah.
So now my
glad.
truck on hold. The insurance can't do nothing till the state troopers let it go. Then to top it all off, I rolled my ankle. Life is grand. But at least old boy is not, he's still living. Because they ain't called me.
I'm just glad you're okay.
But then I Googled his name, right? And in 2022, he was charged with burglary. He broke into somebody's house, but they called him. He was sleeping on the couch. So
that happened to me here. Some dude, my big mom went out, and I'm in the room, and I hear a knock on the room door. Motherfucker talking about it's raining outside, and he just wanted to come in for shelter. I pushed it because we got steps that you walk. I pushed that nigga down the fucking steps. Get the fuck out my y'all! I almost tried to kill him.
Well, no, they charged him with burglary. So like he was robbing them, but he got tired or something and felt like he been homeless for a minute. Let's just put it that way.
I
But
mean,
what
I'm home.
New Jersey resident doing in Georgia? I don't know.
He said it was a dream. We don't know. He could have been high. He homeless. I know a lot of homeless. I know a lot of homeless motherfuckers that get high all day, every day.
Wow. He could have been anything.
But yeah, I'm okay. I'm glad you're okay. I got you. Okay. Dude, man, that's a scary thing. It's a very scary thing to go through.
So now I can't walk. And I can't drive neither because my truck is an impound. They did some shit.
Oh, man.
With a bottle at an event out there in the UK, right? With a bottle, the dirt build up. They already have dirt on you. So Chris Brown allegedly hit somebody in the head with a bottle.
Why is she wearing all these Easter colors?
I don't know. But it wasn't allegedly. Shit was on camera. I think it was on camera. They have camera footage of Chris Brown doing this. Allegedly.
At an event out there in the UK, right? I believe it's the UK.
Chris looked like he coming down off that coat. Looked like that coat went out.
Okay. I'm not reading all this bull crap. I'm just giving you my story or his story.
You can't.
So allegedly, he hit somebody in the head in 2023.
Bro, so see, this is the problem with your journalism. You don't read the full story. You just read highlights and then give us your narrative. That is not journalism. That is somebody doing exactly what I just said that he's doing.
Well, no, Max, I was headed to my mom's house to pick up my medicine.
He reads the highlights and spins the narrative. But what does Chris Brown got to do with this?
Y'all wait to 2025 to lock him up after he screams free Tory? See, this is how they work.
See, this is how we know that you create your own narrative. You didn't even read the whole story. The shit was in another country.
Chris Brown bopped somebody over the head with a microphone 2 years ago and ran.
He was on tour and he left town. When he came back, they got him. They can't extradite him for. Nigga, shut up. Shut up.
He showed back up over there. They slid over there and got him.
Right. What the fuck? Do you not know how this shit works?
This is how they
You thought we forgot, Chris,
This
huh?
is how they get you. Like,
Yeah.
I give you a prime example, right? With Lil Durk. These niggas could have been grabbed Little Durk for all of the stuff that he was involved in or tied in, allegedly.
Oh.
But the minute he decides to go to O Block and turn all the shooters into Muslims and have them going to the mosque praying and change them into a different dynamics, the same way you seen Malcolm X do with the Nation of Islam and Elijah Muhammad and Farrakhan. See, they'll let you do as much evil as you want to. But when you start organizing in a positive way,
Why did I click on
and you
this?
try to go against the energy, the evil energy,
My dumb ass.
well, this is the results of it. You couldn't pay me to believe that this wasn't a hit. Especially, like...
So, let me get this straight. You use Chris Brown.
That's the Neon Blue Ranger.
And you don't listen to the person who actually spoke to the assailant right before he did it and watched him do it. His story isn't believable.
Don't listen to the grown man wearing baby Easter colors.
It don't match either. You got 7 different colors, shades of green, 7 different shades of blue.
So hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Tory Lanez.
Look dumb as fuck, bro.
The dude who stabbed Tory Lanez.
And this dude is a PDF file. This dude is in jail for having a sexual relationship with an underage child and then unalive that underage child. Just want to give y'all those details. And I'm so fucking tired of that fish tank in the background, bro. It's annoying.
Go get that motherfucker fixed. I've been told y'all years ago.
Yeah, I've never heard a fish tank that was so loud.
Who almost rocked his snot box, tried to turn his TV off. Megan Thee Stallion's fan base is giving him donations.
Yo, I remember you had stopped saying that until y'all remember that. Y'all can go back to his videos. Go to his videos. Before and after Kendrick Lamar made that song.
What, turn your TV
on? Yeah, he hadn't said it in a while. And then as soon as Kendrick Lamar come out with that song, he stole it from me, and then start saying it every fucking video.
Because he think they match their outfit.
Bring it back, come rewind. Hold up. Megan Thee Stallion's fans are sending commissary to the dude that stabbed Tory Lanez. See, I don't think y'all understand. That smells like a cover-up to me.
Huh? Blueberry Ranger. Wait, what the fuck is... Hold on.
He said it's conspiracy. C-O-N conspiracy.
You crack me up every time you do that. But what do Meg Thee Stallion fans sending him conversary? I don't know either, Renegade.
Renegade.
Meg Thee Stallion fans sending him commissary got to do with the cover up. How is that covering anything up? I would love to hear your explanation for that.
It smells fishy. It smells like a cover-up now, so where that is so many people flooding this dude's accounts and sending money to this dude the way that now you can't keep track of who actually paid for the hit, because now in support of.
Wait a minute. That's your explanation?
All commissary is. Wait a minute. He think people stupid. Only the people. Wait a minute. No.
I know you about to
Commissary.
say what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Please, like 2 people can send you commissary per period. You have a budget.
Right.
You have a budget, and only like 2 people can. It's like $150, and only 2 people. It's like 2 or 3 people can send you commissary every quarter. So how all these Megan Thee Stallion fans sending this man commissary?
I don't know. And how would it cover it up? Because it would still, whoever sent him the money, it doesn't matter how
You have to be on that prisoner's list in order to send them something.
Thank you. You have to make a JPay account. Oh, I don't know if they got JPay, but you have to make some type of account. For one. And number 2, it doesn't matter how many people send, a billion people. Whoever sent the hit, their name is going to stick out.
Right, and Renegade.
It's still tracked. Their name, whoever made the account, it's still on file.
You have a budget every month.
So basically, what you're trying to say is, so many people send money that they're lazy and they're not going to go through it and find who paid for the hit, if it was a hit.
Because look, you have to know their prisoner number, not just their name.
Thank you. That was the next thing I was getting to. You have to have all types of information to send that shit.
And they only have
everything in jail is tracked.
My sister calling me. I'll be back.
Okay. Everything in jail is tracked. Every penny that goes through there, if somebody is sending you something, it's on file. So regardless of how many people send the money, it's still on file. See, this is what I mean. Like, you can just pick his shit apart. So why did I click on this video? I just wanted to get away from Rainbow for a second, but it's only a couple of minutes, and we're going to jump right back to Rango. Oh my! Why the fuck did I click on this video? Raven, what's up? Make sure y'all hit that like button, family. And like I said, we still trying to get that loud pack. We $22 short. That's $5 from 5 people. Shit. If 15, 16 people in the chat, if everybody sent $1 right now, we'd be damn near there. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. We already 2 hours in. Y'all know I'm gonna give y'all another hour. I might give you 2. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, but most importantly, hit that motherfucking like button. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and hit that like button. He said, we're ready to say, the only time in my life I agree with that goofy is when he said that recording video was fake. I think it's a cover up. I don't believe someone like Tory would talk smack to a convict Mexican killer. That's a good point. That's a good point. But have you
wait a minute?
Tory about that action, bro. I don't know. I agree and disagree with you, Raven, because Tory ain't no slouch. Tory ain't no bitch. Tory about that. You ain't see the video of him, but Travis Scott is a pretty boy on the other end. But Tory about that act. Tory ain't scared. Tory, and the thing about it is, you got to think about what his unaliving was. His unaliving was him unaliving an underage little girl that he was with. He didn't kill he didn't unalive no other gangster. He unalived a child. So I agree and disagree. Because Tory about that action, and then would you be scared of somebody who unalived a child? He's a PDF file that unalived a child. Would you be scared of it? I know I wouldn't. Twinkle Tubby Ranger. He called this nigga a Teletubby. Tinky Winky, Dipsy, La La, oh, that nigga's Tinky Winky.
Megan Thee
We'll
Stallion.
get back to Captain Feety in a second. Yo, what'd you say? Hold on, what'd you say? I'm not saying he's a bitch, but he has a lot to lose. Dude has a life. Tory don't got a life. Yeah, that's true. But you got to think about who he unalived. He didn't unalive no other gangster. It's not like he unalived a grown man. He unalived a child. Would you be scared of a child killer? I'm just asking. I'm not coming down. I'm not trying to come at you. I'm trying to have a dialogue. Would you be scared of a PDF file child killer?
Y'all paying for the contract killer.
This nigga doofy.
So check it, right? If Megan Thee Stallion's fan base are sending money to the dude who hit Tory Lanez up, how many more dudes is going to step up to the plate who got life in jail and say, hey, I don't even like this little nigga. Let me get some of that commissary money too. We got to get Tory Lanez out of jail. Now his life is in danger because I don't even understand how it is even legal for a dude to get rewarded by the community for trying to take out one of our favorite R&B singers / rappers. Don't get it messed up. I was mad in the beginning because everybody thought Tory was guilty. And in some cases, he is still guilty, even if he didn't shoot her. You know, usually you'll be a co-defendant in situations like that. He decided to hold it down. He could have snitched on Kelsey, but nevertheless, we got to get that boy up out of jail. We got to get him up out of jail.
We know why you want him out of jail.
And it seems like the higher ups is having a problem with Chris Brown opening up his mouth, so he's being spanked at the same time. You telling me the nigga had a fist fight in the club and he got denied bail? Are you telling me that he had a fist?
He got denied bail because he's a fucking flight risk. This is how we know you don't read shit. He is an out-of-towner. As soon as they bail him out, he could just fucking leave the country and never come back. And that's what happened the first time. That's why they weren't able to catch him, because he left the country and hasn't been back for 2 years. So they don't want to take the chance of him jumping on a flight and leaving and never coming back now that he knows that they were after him. Plain and simple. You just dumb.
Fist fight in the club and he's denied bail. Come on, man. Where they do that at? A fist fight? Where they do that at?
Then fucking England or wherever the fuck. Where's Manchester? or wherever the fuck it's from, wherever the shit was. Yes, in that country. Yes, it's not America. This is how we know you're a fucking idiot. It's not America. I don't think it's America.
Shouldn't Tory Lanez, or rather Megan Thee Stallion, be charged with conspiracy of the death of Tory Lanez?
Yo, you definitely was watching my live. You definitely watched my last live. You're saying everything that I said. I said he's just wording it different. Go back to my last live. I said this all could have been prevented if Tory would have just opened his mouth and said, I didn't shoot her. Kelsey shot her. But he did. Then I said Meg Thee Stallion and Kelsey should be charged with perjury and also be held accountable for what happened to Tory. Did I not go back to my last live? I said all of that shit. See, this is your problem. You watch smaller content creators like me and you still are shit. Because you're not smart enough. Look at the conspiracy you came up with. You were definitely not smart enough to come up with that. You're definitely not smart enough to come up with that. You stole it. Come on, bro. Stop stealing people's shit. No, I wouldn't be scared. I actually hate conspiracy theorists. I don't hate them. I like a good conspiracy theory. But it has to be logical. It has to have some, it has to make sense. But yeah, you said no, I wouldn't be scared of them. Actually, I hate conspiracy theories myself. I sound even smart enough for conspiracy theories. But to your point, you make a lot of sense. Yeah, man, that's all I'm saying. But I agree with some of the stuff that you're saying, though. He had a lot to lose. And he knew he was ready to get out. So why would he be talking shit to the bull? Maybe the dude was lying and used it as an excuse to do what he did. Oh, he was talking shit. I know a lot of people that do shit like that. Shit, Mike Jordan used to come up with fucking dumbass, fake fucking beefs in order to play better, in order to amp himself up. So, yeah, I agree and disagree. You know, it could have been any reason, but this nigga just stole everything that I just said.
At this point, oh, that's right. We can't prove it now because her fan base decided to send an undisclosed amount of money to him.
I get you. I understand, Randy.
For what he did. I don't know, though. Y'all got to let me know what y'all feel like in the comment section. Because at first, I was dragging this out, and I was like, yo, nah, I ain't going for that. You know, things happen in jail. Things happen.
So you another bandwagon rider. So this is what you just said. So you're not doing it for you. You like RINAGO. Because you're right. In the beginning, you was saying, lock him up. He shot that girl, lock him up. Then when everybody found out that she was lying and everybody started saying, you know, Tory's innocent and getting views off that shit, that's when you jumped on Tory's side. Because now that I think about it, you was on Meg's side in the beginning. And then when it switched, all the viewership switched to Tory Lane's side, you jump on the bandwagon. So you can't think for yourself. That's what I'm getting out of that. You can't think for yourself. Now let's get back to Captain Feety Feet. Let's get back to Captain Feety Feet. Oh my God, my son is on my YouTube again. Look at this shit. Oh man, my son is on my YouTube again. Oh man, I hate trying to search through my fucking YouTube to find shit because he want to keep going. Look at this nigga. He watching all types of shit. I don't know what the fuck this little boy be watching. I be trying to ban him from my goddamn. He got his own YouTube profile. a kid's joint, but somehow, some way, he keeps jumping on mine.
And you are catching venereal diseases, urinary tract infections. Your mouth is full of herpes sores, cold.
Wait a minute, you can get a urinary tract infection for several reasons. That was a bad example.
Sores. You're weak. You have an IV on your body, and you're struggling, and you trying to figure this mess out. You chose to do that. Nobody put you there. And you got these damn wicked ass content creators out here acting like they defending Cassie, like they're speaking for the women that are abused. Listen, first of all, there's a difference between a woman who was really abused versus a woman who's a willing participant who stayed in a situation. Let's call it what it is, man. We got to stop normalizing this BS, or else it's going to keep going on and on and on. You can get mad at me. I don't care. I don't got nothing to lose, bro. I already told you. I'm going against the grain. Content creators are going with the wave of the water. When the ocean is moving and the water going this way, they're going with that. You know why? Because you viewers want to hear lies. Y'all want to hear somebody tap dance for you and buck dance for you. I'm not doing that. If it costs me losing subscribers, I don't care. I'm standing on business. I'm not going to be like the herd of all these damn animals who just chasing a check. I stand for truth, bro. And I'm not defending Diddy. I'm defending truth. If he's going to be guilty for something, let's crucify him for the crimes he committed. Let's find out what he did. Let's prove that in court. Because any of you could get caught up in a situation like this by a woman. Y'all stupid, bro. All you dudes that are defending Cassie used to be the same guys that used to bash women all day on YouTube. Used to be on YouTube crucifying women all day. And now you're up here pandering for women. Pandering for Cassie. You know why? Because you know it's going to bring the views and the money. Because if you can pander for Cassie, you'll get female subscribers. Fam, with what I'm doing, I'm going to lose subscribers. People going to get mad at me. I don't care. Because I guess what? You know why I don't care? Because I'm standing on business. Because I have morals, I have values. This man is going to be put away for life, y'all. For life in prison. And you folks are happy about that. Chris Brown get arrested. Everybody's happy about it. Tory Lanez almost lost his life in prison, y'all, for a crime he didn't even commit. That man never shot this damn broad. But y'all put him in prison. And here's the thing. Peep game. Once his team found out about the new evidence, they put the hit out on Tory Lanez, y'all. Put it together. Once Tory Lanez camp got the new evidence to clear his name, they try to put a hit on the man to kill him in prison. Peep what's going on. It was attempted murder. They try to kill him because they know he gonna walk. Tory Lanez is coming home, y'all. He's coming home. They try to kill that brother. Now they trying to take down Chris Brown.
My bad, y'all. I gotta shut this live down. I got a little family emergency I gotta go handle real quick. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna finish this in like an hour or so. Give me like an hour and I'll be right back. I gotta go handle something real quick. Peace.